Hello there, welcome to Paint with Dave. Today's episode, we're going to be painting Zeratul from StarCraft, the miniature war game. It's about time. The paints that we will be using will be appearing on screen, so you can paint along if you wish. In today's episode, we're going to show you how to build this. Ranging from clipping from the sprues, shaving off any excess plastic with a knife or file, and finally, painting. So let's take a look at those Zeratul sprues. Those of you with a keen eye will be able to see that one of these two sprues is in clear plastic. This is so you can use the weapons and even make it so that Zeratul is cloaked. You will in fact be able to build two full Zeratuls, one in normal plastic and the other in clear plastic. We're going to start by clipping the base from the sprue, doing this very carefully, minding your fingers along the way. Once all the desired parts have been cut, shave off any excess plastic with a knife or a file. Now we're going to start gluing down parts to the base, as according to the manual. And now we're going to start on Zeratul's body. And as you can see, in no time, you are building your very own Zeratul. Look at him come to life. Do take care when constructing the cape sections. I would strongly suggest attaching one first and letting the glue fully set, then attaching the next. Now let's give Zeratul a head and a face. Now we're going to put it just here, where his head should be. Now that we have him fully built, and the base is also done, we're going to stick them all together. Now it's time to start laying down some paint. Before that, we're going to give it a nice base coat of black, and we're going to use this green spray to add some light effects from Zeratul's energy weapon. Because I don't want any of the spray getting onto the clear plastic, I cover it in a little bit of white tack. You can use anything you want, a bit of paper, straw, a little picture of a chicken. It's up to you, because when you paint in your own little world, you can do whatever you like. Now that that's done and the white tack has been removed, I start laying down some base colors. You don't have to be super accurate with this. Just make sure you get the right colors down in each section. If you accidentally get one color somewhere where it shouldn't be, don't panic, you can fix it later, as we have a few more steps left to go. With the skin done, I'm now going to move on to the cloak. Lovely vibrant purple to really make it pop. And just carefully going around a slight purple and green mixture, just where it's catching those energy lights. With that done, I now start adding some gold, starting with a nice bronze, which we're going to build up later to be gold. And as you can see, we're just going through every section, just blocking out those colors. one flat color for now, because later we're going to apply some washes and then some highlights. Just be careful around this rock here, we don't want to catch too much of it. To make Zeratul's energy weapon look like it's really beaming with light, I add some matte white paint just around the part where the energy weapon meets the wrist. Now we move on to the next stage of the painting process, the washing. All the areas that are either brown or gold are treated with a light tone wash. But if you want to make the model just a little bit darker, you could use a strong tone. I then go over the energy weapon with some data system glow. This is a special paint that will make everything look as if it's glowing green. I apply it to some areas here and there closest to the energy weapon to really make that green pop. Look at it shine. I add a little bit to the eyes as well. This will not only guide me as to where the eyes will be, but it'll add a lovely bit of emissive eye glow. I then pick out some gems here and there so we can add a little bit more glow to everything. And then we're going to swiftly move on to the next phase, detailing. This is where we pick up any parts that we may have messed up before and just clean it up here and there. Add some highlights by getting progressively whiter. You can do this by mixing in a little bit of matte white to your paint. But just a tad. Don't go too crazy. You want to build it up slowly. 1 or 2 layers here or there, and it'll look marvelous. Give it a try. I then go over and add some extra purple to the cape. I can be quite liberal here, as it's almost like painting a new model entirely. I add highlights and extra tones to really make that model stand out. and then add further detail throughout the model with a very thin brush. You don't have to do this. If you wish, you could dry brush it, or try slap chop. And now that we've done all the fine little bit of details and highlights here and there, let's take a look at that Zeratul model.
Well, that about wraps it up for this episode. If you wish to pick up a Zeratul of your own, then head on over to Essenspiel at this location here and pick one up. Maybe even play a demo of StarCraft the Miniature War Game. But until then, cheerio.